Problem 6 on Connect, exercise 12.6 in your text, is another decision-making problem. And again, this problem deals with constraints, as most business problems do. Because if you think about it, most problems in business are choice problems. Are you going to do this or that? Well, they tell us this company makes furniture. It's upholstered. Upholstered furniture is expensive and is time-consuming, because well-upholstered furniture takes a lot of time to make. Somebody's got to drive in all those little brass tacks and tuck in all those corners. It takes time to learn. It takes time to do. And there is no way you can do it quick. I mean, you might be able to save a minute by holding the tacks in your mouth, but you're not going to do this quickly. So they tell us that the demand far exceeds the capacity. So they're already working at capacity. So they're not even going to consider a special order. So if this were a special order problem, we're done. No, but this isn't. It gives us information about the 3 items. And just because I'm an accountant and I've been down this road so many times, when I'm given a selling price and a variable cost, I can't help myself. I'm going to figure out the contribution margin and the contribution margin per constraint. And the constraint, we're told here, is the upholstery shop. So this is, 8 from 14 is 600. So that's the contribution margin. And the contribution margin here is 600. And the contribution margin here is 500. Now take a look at this, and this is $100 per hour of constraint. This is $60 per hour of constraint. And 8 into 600. Hold on, let me get my calculator on. 600 divided by 8, 75. So this is my total contribution margin, and that's my contribution margin per hour of constraint. These numbers become important because they're what we're going to be using to make some decisions. So, given this information, what do they want to know? First, they say more time could be made available in the upholstery shop. Well, that's our binding constraint, so that's good. By asking the employees to work there to work overtime, assuming that this time would be used to produce sofas. Sofas. So we make $60 per hour of contribution margin in the upholstery shop when we're making sofas. How much of the premium would they be willing to pay to keep the shop open? $60. Anything up to $60 makes sense. Anything over $60 doesn't. If it costs them $59 to keep the upholstery shop going to make a sofa, it's $1 more to their contribution margin. If it's $61, close on time. Now let's see what number 2 says. A small nearby upholsterer has offered to work for $45 per hour. I don't care what they're going to do. Hire them. Because if they're going to give us quality upholstery time for $45 per hour, that's less than we're making now. So there's a swing there. That's a good idea. It's high quality work. How much additional contribution margin per hour can this company make if it hires the nearby upholstery shop to make love seats? Well, for the love seats, they're making $100 per hour. So if they're making $100 per hour and they're going to be giving away, so they're making $100 contribution margin per hour, and if it's going to cost them $45 to have somebody else do it, they're getting $55 per hour benefit to the company, because they're getting an additional $100 worth of contribution margin, and it's costing them $45. Should they hire that company? Hell yes. Every unit that they use, and if they use that time to make something else, it will be to their advantage. Okay, because what did they tell us to do here? They told us they would, to make the love seats are $100 per hour, charge $55 an hour. Absolutely. It's a $55 gain, so that's an absolute yes. Because by hiring them, for every hour they're making love seats, you're not. But you're still getting the $100 contribution margin per hour. You're paying $45, you're keeping $55 for yourself. Common decision-making problem, but one that you will be faced with time and time again. Because we look at constrained resources, and you need to understand that no matter what, there is always a constraint. No matter what, there is always a constraint. You can relax one constraint, you just get to the next one. Now, you may get to a constraint that is not binding, but there's still always a constraint.